What's going on, guys? Bob Buskirk here at ThinkComputers, and today we have a really cool video for you. So we're going to be going over the Cooler Master Masterkeys Pro gaming keyboard line. They've sent us every keyboard in their line, and the whole idea behind this keyboard line is choose your size and choose your LED. So we have 3 different sizes, and then you get the choice of either white LEDs or RGB LEDs. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright guys, so for the Masterkeys Pro series, we actually have 6 total keyboards, 2 different styles for each size of keyboard. So we have the white backlit versions, and then we have, of course, the RGB backlit versions. Now on the sizing, again, 3 different sizes. So we have the Masterkeys Pro L, and that is a full-size keyboard. We have the Masterkeys Pro M, which is about a 90% size keyboard. And then we have the Masterkeys Pro S, which is the 10 keyless size keyboard. Alright, so each one of the keyboards that you'll get all come with the same amount of accessories. So you have the keyboard itself, and as you can see, it's actually wrapped in this really nice cover, so when it's shipped, nothing happens to it. You get a detachable USB cable, and I actually really like the detachable ones, which means you don't have to wrap it around the keyboard when you're traveling with it or you take it to an LAN event. And you have your keycap puller here. It's actually a different keycap puller than one I've seen in the past. We'll see how well that works. And we just have our little user's guide or getting started guide. Here are the 3 different sizes of the keyboards, as I mentioned. So we have the Masterkeys Pro L, and that is the biggest keyboard in the set. That is a full-size keyboard, so you have that full number pad, full arrow key, and all of this. This is your typical full-size keyboard. Moving down, we have the Masterkeys Pro M, and that is about 90% of the size of the Pro L. And the thing, of course, that you are missing is you don't have those arrow keys or function keys that you would have here, but we do have a full number pad in a smaller size keyboard. So for a lot of people, they want a smaller keyboard, but they still want that number pad. I love using a number pad, so this is a great size for me. And then finally, moving down, we have the Masterkeys Pro S, and this is the 10 keyless form factor. Very, very small and compact, but you do get those arrow keys as well as some of the extra function keys over here. This size is actually extremely popular with esports players. It gives them everything they need in that pure, again, 10 keyless form factor. As far as key switches go on these keyboards, now all the ones that Cooler Master sent me are the Cherry MX Blues. So they're really clicky, and they're great for somebody who's a typist as well, does some gaming. Perfect for me. But they also are going to offer all 3 of these keyboards in Cherry MX Red, Cherry MX Brown, and of course, as I received, the Cherry MX Blue. As I said, each one of these keyboards comes with a detachable USB cable. The way it connects to each keyboard is a little bit different. So for the Masterkeys Pro S, which is the 10 keyless, you will have just a simple micro USB connector right there on the back side. Now for the Pro M and the Pro L, you'll see these little indents here, and this allows you to go ahead and route your cable from the connection point, which is right on this inside here, and of course right up there. You can either route it directly out the front, or you can go out of either side. Now, each one of these keyboards have 4 rubber feet, which are gonna help them stay in place when you are gaming. And you also have 2 of these pop-out feet that will give you a better angle when, of course, you're gaming or when you're typing. All 3 of these keyboards have a really great sturdy feel to them. If I pick this one up here, we have extremely good build quality, and it's actually quite heavy to pick up, and that is really good when it comes to a keyboard. Now the keyboard itself is mostly all made of plastic, but you do have a metal piece that runs through the entire keyboard, and that gives it its sturdy feel. This keyboard, as well as the other 2, have no flex whatsoever, so that makes for a really great gaming or typing experience. Now looking at the backlighting on each of the keyboards, it's really, really good. So you can see we have just the all white version, and then we have the RGB version here. And the really cool thing is that Cooler Master has added a white background on each of these so that the colors are more pronounced and that they stand out more. Now, one thing I want to show you before we get into all the colors and the different settings is that you can on the fly check what profile you're on and what repeat rate you're on. So on any of the keyboards, we just hold down the function key and you can see things are flashing. So escape means that we are on profile, the default profile, and F5 is 1x repeat rate. So F5 is 1x, F6 is 2x, F7 is 4x, and F8 is 8x. Same thing on this one. You can see here, again, escape means the default profile, and F5 means that we are on the 1x repeat rate. Now, I can go ahead and change this while I'm holding down the function key too. So 1 through 4 are your profiles, so 4 profiles, including the default profile, so 5 total. And then I can just change my profile. So I can go to profile 1 if I want, and now, you know, holding that function key again, and you can see that 1 flashes when I'm on that profile. So it's an easy way to switch profiles, switch repeat rates, and see which ones you're on in real time. For the different RGB lighting modes, or even just lighting modes, they're pretty much the same on the white keyboards as well, as far as the different settings. I'm going to show it to you on the RGB keyboard because, of course, who doesn't like RGB? So hold that function key and we'll go back to the default because everything's set in the default. So right now we're on wave. As you can see, that's that beautiful color wave that everybody loves. Of course, that's what shows off all of your RGB keys here. So we hit function, and all you have to do is hit F4, and that changes our mode. So this next mode is completely off, but if we type here, it is that laser type thing. As you can see here, I have my color set to white. You can do it by key, you can do it different colors in different areas, but I just have it white to show you. So you can see we have that. I find my function key, and we'll hit that again. And for this one, it is just single key. So as I press the key, it turns on, and then as you can see, it turns off. Go to the next one here. And this is just your by key illumination. So you can set different keys here. As you can see, we have WASD in red, Q, E, and R in yellow, all these in purple. Like, you can set it by key, and then if we press, oh, that's not set up yet. I had it set up so if you press another key, it lights up, but you can set by key. So if you only want certain keys on, you're playing a certain game, you can go ahead and do that. Hold this in again, and we'll go to this. I believe this one's called Star, and it kind of just illuminates the keyboard. Really cool little, you know, illumination there. I think it looks really cool, especially if you're not sitting at your keyboard and it's just sitting on your desk. Go to the next one. And this one is called Raindrops, and as you can see, it's kind of has that raindrop effect. Really, really cool. Go to the next one. So this is just static. So I have it set to, or no, this is color change, I'm sorry, it's changing color. So it's gonna change throughout the color spectrum, all the keys. Again, a really cool effect that you can do. You can see go into green, and then it should go to the next color, but we're gonna go to the next thing here. And this is just our pulse mode. As you can see, pulsing in and out. Again, you can change color if you want. And this next one, this is off. Now this is the wave here. So as I press the button, it waves out. Pretty cool. And again, you can change colors. This is called Snake, I think. You can see it's kind of doing like a weird snake type deal. I'm not exactly sure what it's doing, but that's kind of how that is set up there. And then I believe this is off. Yeah, so now we're off, and then here is, this is static. So just again, all one color on. You can configure the RGB keyboard, I believe, in the software, or you can do it just the way I did it. It's much easier to do in the software, but I just want to show it to you here live that you can go ahead and change everything. And there's a lot more things about the lighting that I didn't show you. But as far as the RGB lighting, which I'll switch back to our color wave here, it is some of the best RGB lighting I've seen on an RGB keyboard. It just looks really nice. That white background makes it stand out more as well, so I really like it. At the end of the day, I think Cooler Master has done a really great job with their Masterkeys Pro series of gaming keyboards. The one thing that they really wanted to do was allow gamers to choose the size and then choose their LEDs, and I believe they've done that with this line. You have 3 different sizes that are great for any type of gaming style or typing style. You have the Cherry MX mechanical switches, either available in blue, red, or brown. You also have great build quality. All of these are extremely sturdy and they feel really well, and they're also very comfortable to type on. The only issue I have with these keyboards is that there are no wrist rests included. I'm a wrist rest guy, and it would just be nice to have a wrist rest included, at least with the two larger keyboards. Now, Cooler Master does make an optional accessory as a wrist rest that can be used with a multiple of different keyboards, but it's just not included. Now, again, this is the full lineup, which will have links to every one of them below. Also, guys, if you did enjoy this video, it'd be great if you hit the like button. And if you enjoy our tech videos, go ahead and subscribe. So until next week, catch you guys later.